Are you going to the gym every night? I hope so. It's very important. But I'm here at the gym and I'm in the locker room and I'm getting ready to pack everything up. And the guy next to me has his cell phone on the bench and I take it and look at it. Force of habit. My cell phone was actually in a locker, so it was not my cell phone. Luckily, the guy was chill and he understood. I immediately told him, sorry man, force of habit, didn't mean to be nosy or anything and take your cell phone, which is exactly what I did. But that's not what we'll talk about tonight. Tonight we'll talk about supply and demand, how that works. I am very active in cryptocurrency investing, and there's just something that is very powerful about cryptocurrency, and that is the fact that it is rare, it is limited. You cannot create an infinite amount of Bitcoin. You cannot create an infinite amount of Ethereum, of BNB, and most of the crypto coins are finite. That's very important, because when something is finite, then if more people want it, it climbs in value. And if you have that interaction going on, then you can economically do something with that asset, with that coin. So by the way, that is in stark contrast to fiat currency, and we call fiat currency the United States dollar, for instance, because when there is not enough United States dollar on the market, guess what happens? The Feds just print more dollars, right? And make those dollars cheap for you to acquire by making loans cheap. If, however, there's too much money in circulation, then they will try to reduce that by making loans more expensive. Your interest rate goes up. Okay, but yeah, so let me give you an example that will help you understand how supply and demand works, and why if something gets rare it climbs in value. Okay, so let's assume for a moment your most favorite artist comes to town. What happens with people who are well organized and plan ahead is they order their tickets in advance and then they have them, right? And then they go to the show and they enjoy the concert. Now, what happens to those who are last minute? What happens to those people? Well, they have to buy it on the black market, okay? So I remember when I saw U2, that was kind of a spontaneous decision in New York City. We walked past the venue and a guy standing at the corner said, "Do you need tickets?" Yes, indeed, we needed tickets. We needed 5. So we bought those 5 tickets at a much higher price than they originally cost. I think we paid 5 times more per ticket. Okay, so now I want you to imagine that those tickets are the equivalent of a cryptocurrency, okay? And whoever holds the ticket gets access to the concert. So whoever holds the ticket can exchange it for value that they desire. So it is the very same thing with a crypto coin. Whoever holds a Bitcoin can exchange it to whatever the value of the Bitcoin is. Now, what happens when you get closer to a desirable event, like for example the concert happening, what happens then is more people want it. There's a higher demand with a limited supply because there's only ever so many tickets that were even printed. So as the demand at the evening of the concert climbs, the tickets are rare, the tickets are limited. The sellers at the corners of the street understand, oh, there's high demand, so I can increase my price. Okay? This is kind of very important to understand. Now, the other important factor is also those people who buy a bunch of tickets with the intention to sell them at the evening of the concert. They are relying on a liquidity in the market. What does that mean? Well, they are relying on the fact that there's going to be a bunch of people who are willing to exchange dollars for the tickets. That means the market is liquid that night. What happens the following night after the concert? The ticket has no value anymore. It's the very same ticket, but the market has absolutely stopped. It is not liquid anymore. There's no buyers, and hence the value of the ticket drops tremendously. Now, if you hold onto that ticket for long enough, maybe at some point it becomes a rarity in terms of it has a value for collectors. Let's assume, for example, you can get a hold of an original ticket of a concert, one of the great classics, Mozart or someone like that. So hundreds of years old, right? Now again, there's probably a market for that. It is rare, there's a limited liquidity, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, so why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you this because I need you to understand there's a lot of power in cryptocurrency, because it is a currency that belongs to the people and it cannot be influenced by the federal government. It cannot be influenced by countries. It can only ever be influenced by the behavior of the collective of people who believe in that cryptocurrency and who say, I believe it is a store of value and I believe I can use it to exchange it for money or for services or for goods. And right now, there's not only Bitcoin, there's so many coins out there that focus on specific ecosystems, on specific use cases. When you talk about a cryptocurrency, it's not just that there's this abstract idea of a coin. It is the fact that the blockchain, which is the foundation on which the crypto coin exists, has certain technical capabilities to allow developers to make super cool inventions. They can build smart contracts, okay? And one smart contract that I have really delved in recently is the smart contract of a community bank that is called Elephant Money. And Elephant Money is a community bank that uses the crypto coin BNB as its base, and on top of that it has created its own coin called the Elephant Token. And I'm super fascinated by this whole ecosystem because now there's a community bank where I'm a shareholder and where I have started investing my own funds into this bank. I have money in the bank account, I have shares in the bank, and I have also opened an annuity account with this bank. Okay, so very, very exciting stuff, and you know, whether you are interested in cryptocurrency or not, or decentralized finance products such as Elephant Money or not, it is important for you to understand the basics of supply and demand and understand why the value of something climbs when you have something that is rare, okay, and finite, and enough people want to purchase it. Let me know if you have any questions. This is a lot of fun to explain. I'm gonna head home, watch the movie Dumb Money. I'll talk more about that in the future. Bye bye for now.